for 500 years starting from the 18th to the 20th Dynasty. On the west bank of the Nile in Luxor, the pharaohs of Egypt, they were buried in the Valley of the Kings. Hello everyone, I am the Pharaoh. Today I will talk about Tykema. This was the name of the Valley of the Kings. In ancient Egypt, the rulers of Egypt of the New Kingdom, they chose Thebes, the capital of Egypt, so it became the official seat of the pharaoh. Therefore, they chose the west bank of the city to be the necropolis, or where to build their tombs. Everything has begun when Pharaoh Thutmose I, he ordered his architect to find the right place to make his tomb. Inini, the architect, chose the Valley of the Kings. Firstly, because it is an isolated and remote area, considered difficult to reach and therefore more protected from looting of the treasures. Second reason, because the limestone of the mountain in that place is a diggable and soft stone. Third reason, the mountain has a pyramid shape, a religious form for the Egyptians. So instead of building a pyramid, they found a natural pyramid. 63 tombs were discovered in the Valley of the Kings, but only 24 tombs were of pharaohs, the rest were of nobles. Also, 3 tombs of queens were discovered in the Valley of the Kings. All the 3 queens chose the Valley of the Kings because they ruled Egypt as male pharaohs. So they chose Valley of the Kings, not the Valley of the Queens, as their final resting place. Pharaoh's tomb was the most important project in his life. The work began from the first day he ruled Egypt and finished only when the pharaoh died. This also explains why we found big tombs and small tombs. The tomb of the pharaoh was like a station for protecting the mummy and all the things the pharaoh loved in his life. To be able to have all this in his second life, the pharaoh in the tomb was waiting for the god Ra to open the door of the world of Duat during sunset to begin his journey in this mysterious world. The Egyptians imagined this world as a darkness world, full of snakes and bad gods. The pharaoh had to pass 12 gates like the 12 hours of the night to get to paradise. As the god's son who makes this journey every night, to rise again in the new morning and start the new day. The decorations in the tombs are magical forms to protect and guide the pharaoh until he arrives to heaven. These hieroglyphs are taken from religious books written by priests to describe the journey after death, like the Book of the Dead and the Book of Doors. To keep the secret of the tombs, the pharaohs moved the artisans with their families to live on the west bank near where they worked, and they built for them a city, which today is called Deir el-Medina. In this city, the archaeologists have found graffiti describing the daily life of these artisans. One of these documents describes the first strike in history. Another document containing a list of names of artisans who worked in a specific tomb. For each name, the scribe wrote down how many days they work and how many days they don't, and also noted the reason for the absence of work. An interesting note about a craftsman who is absent from work is because his dog was sick. Another annotation reports the absence for the death of his mother-in-law, with a particular note from the scribe who says, "This is the second time his mother-in-law has died." Unfortunately, the tombs in the Valley of the Kings were looted except Tutankhamun's tomb and the tomb of a nobleman and his wife Yuya and Thuya. The work in the Valley of the Kings is not yet finished. The archaeologists are looking for other hidden tombs. Who knows, maybe soon we will know of a new discovery with wonderful treasures, like the tomb of King Tutankhamun.